This is the American Eventing Championships at Galway this year. Now we're doing the festival version. We missed the starter championships by the first one we did in January, where I got a refusal in the very first jump. If we had hit that jump, we would have made the starter championships, but it didn't matter. I decided to use the opportunity to move up. We had moved up to Biginner Novice in Santa Ynez for shepherds, and that was a disaster. So, being thrown on the second jump of cross country. So this was really about, getting some confidence, and we know Galway really well. We'd really worked hard at our dressage. So we'd gotten here on Thursday morning. This is Friday the 29th of August, and I wanted to kind of get a decent score, and decent score would be mid-30s. That's what I was hoping for as we came through. So we had worked done 3 different sessions on Thursday. We weren't putting too much to chance, trying to be really sharp, and right there, not too bad of an entrance. Definitely could be a little bit sharper, a little bit more energy, I think, upon looking at this. But we're just trying to keep on an accurate pattern, trying to keep my eyes ahead and get him to round a little bit, and then hit our lead correctly. And so hit our right lead, and right here was a little bit of a oof moment, and but we got through that, and we kept going. I tried to keep my mind on what's at hand. I tried to know the pattern well, that I didn't have to think about it too much, and tried to or hope that he would be pretty relaxed while we were doing it. It doesn't look too bad there in the walk. As we go to the loose rein, he did okay. I think we could have been a little bit more relaxed than what he is right here. Dressage for us is always the most difficult one. It's the one that in our practice is one we have the hardest with, simply because being a rider of the last 2 years and a horse, a 5-year-old pony, we're just keep trying to figure out with a trainer and try and get better at it. Keep working at it. So not too bad. I think it looks a little bit better in this circle in the middle than the other one. Finding the rhythm a little bit more. Now coming into getting that left canter and getting it so it looks good. Head a little bit popped up a little bit much, but still, he got the left canter. He's looking pretty decent. It's, if we go back and look at some of my earlier dressage tests, we look a little bit more composed in this one than those, for sure. Now it's just trying to get to the finish and try and salvage as many points as we can, and see if we can get a straight stop. Okay, definitely need to refine it a little bit. When I walked out of the ring, I thought, I'm guessing about a 35, and it was, when I saw the score, it was 35.3. So lots of room for improvement, but it was our best score to date, so I was pretty happy about it, and all the work we had done over the weeks and months, and then especially really trying to hone it the day before, kind of paid off with a better score than we've received before. But still a lot more improvement to come. Now, here, this is much more of our strength in our comfortability. We've been working on, though, myself and my trainer Chloe, really getting him more relaxed on the jumps, not rushing the jumps. And so, I was making sure, maybe a little too much. We ended up getting a 1.2 second penalty, so, a 3 second penalty and 1.2 points, added to our score. But as far as his jumping goes, he was easily clearing the jumps, and he felt really good, felt really rideable. Probably could have, instead of taking this wide turn, I should have come in and cut that corner, and maybe that would have given me a second back, and maybe around this other corner as well. But he jumped that straight really good. His ears were really fixed on the jumps, and he was definitely not running away from me. So I was really happy with how he responded to the show jumping. And the show jumping was at the same day. So dressage was at 2:50, and this was at 5:30, something like that. Yeah, there it is, 1.2 penalties. But he jumped great. I was really, really happy with him. And so when we started on dressage, we had gone from third place, and again, this was the festival, not the championships. We'd gone from third place to ninth, but I was okay with it. He jumped great, and he listened great.
And Nascha.
So
Clear
as
over the good luck log, and now the fly ramp. Meanwhile, clear over the step roll, raising the roof, and Daniel Wilcox.
So I was pretty confident on this part of the course. We've done all of these jumps many times, but we're going on a part of the course that we've never practiced on. I've never gone through here on him and on closer to where the soccer fields are, and this other part of the cross-country course. And the part that worried me a little bit is coming up, where we go up the hill, and then we need to cross the flag, and then we go down into the water. And that's what I worried about, and he did it great. He did hesitate, but that's okay. We got through it, and he went right in the water. We probably should have hustled a little more. Again, this is it's about time as well, but we were, again, what Chloe and I, my trainer, had worked on is him listening and not running away with me, and we're going to build speed back. And so he's listening really well, and we're coming up onto another part where we did practice, but in practice, every time we have done the ditch, he's given me a refusal before I could then get him over, and I knew we needed to kind of push here. So we're going to come over this jump, and then we're going to go pretty quickly to the ditch. And I'm already thinking about that ditch right now, and I really gave him a little push to get him over. And Nascha was listening, and he did it immediately. So he's just a great horse that way. There's a couple times he started rushing, but he came back to me very quick. Right after that ditch, and then on that jump, he was rushing a bit. But he came back very quickly, and, I was pretty happy with that. He knows this part of the course, and so it would almost be hit 2 jumps and then start rushing, come back,
course,
hit
Lucinda
2
Romero.
jumps, then start rushing.
And Cleary's ready. Terry.
But we do miss times, so he wasn't rushing that much. But it's a balancing act, and we're trying to work that out. The main thing here is to get him around the course on these bigger jumps and finish the course. And that first section was a big test of doing that. We'll build speed into it, but right now, the ability to have him come back to me is pretty important for my little 5-year-old.
Eric White and Nascha clear fence number 9. Lucinda Romero and Cleary's ready. Teddy. Fusels at 1 and 2 now clear 3.
So as we
Cleary's
make our
ready.
up the hill,
Teddy.
that's where he
neutrino quarter.
is pushing a little bit hard to getting over that jump, and got a little excited for that, but not too bad. Not too bad. You know, we'll come to a part that he knows that gets a little off course. But right here, this part of the course is pretty familiar, especially based on a lot of starter in the spring came up through here. We do that butter jump really good, no problem. He's cantering through the water, which is great. But here's the part where instead of turning left, which would be home, which many of the courses are like that, we were turning right, and he's like telling me right there,
and now
no,
a
no.
refusal at 5A for Lucinda Romero.
He's telling me, nope, we're supposed to go left, and I'm saying, nope, we were supposed to go right out of the water, so you're going to have to go.
Jennifer Wooten
we're
on
going
course.
back.
A refusal at 2.
Now comes a pretty
And
tricky
clear,
combination
and over
into the trees, and through the trees, and through a pretty good sized jump, but most of it is because it's in the shadows and you can't see as well, but he's never had any problem with it. So in practice we did that, and he's done it without issue, and right there. And so right here, he's just doing a great job. He knows he's on his way home, and he's just been amazing.